Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be going over creator dashboard for Twitch. When you log in and you go to your creator dashboard, obviously it's going to take you here to the home screen. This gives you kind of a summary of your latest streams, how your channel's doing, new spotlighted things that Twitch has brought updates to, and all that kind of stuff, features you may like, insights for other channels that stream the same games as you or share similar followers, um, subs, your revenue, your highlights for the week. All that is going to be right here. The next thing you're going to check out is Stream Manager. This is how I have mine laid out. You can lay this out however you like. This is what works for me. You have stream preview, some quick actions down here, editing your stream information here, your title, your go live notification. You can change that with every stream, or you can just keep it for one kind of thing for every stream. That's what I use. Your game category, your tags. People can search these tags and find your streams when you're live. Content classifications. They added this in recently, and you can add depending on what stream you're doing, what kind of a stream you're doing. I have mature rated games on there because those are the games that I play, but also significant profanity and vulgarity. This is kind of like a disclaimer. Hey, this is what this channel features. This is what this game that I'm streaming features, that kind of stuff. A lot of the times, when you select the game up here, it will auto select that kind of thing down here if it coincides. Sometimes you have to kind of put it up there yourself. But they added this in because a lot of people were getting reported for like gambling or like sexual games that they play that are on stream and that kind of stuff. So this is just kind of like a secondary security feature for you. You can also edit these quick actions here. Let me pull this up. Oh my goodness. But you can pull up all these different tabs here, edit quick actions. So this will let you move them around in what order you like, or delete them if you don't want them. And I think these are all the different tabs that you can have now in this little section here. Your activity feed, which is this one. Your chat, which is this one. I have that one up already. Stream health, all that stuff's up here. You can put all that down in quick actions, and it just turns it into a little button for you. I have the stop raids for an hour. I usually hit that, when I'm coming up towards the end of my stream, so I don't, have to kind of be part of a raid train. You want to just keep your viewers as they are and not have to like shove them off as soon as you get raided, or have to extend your stream because somebody just raided you as you were getting ready to raid out, that kind of thing. So that little button's handy. It has my extensions here for sound alert, sub only chat, managing your goals if you want to set those up, snoozing ads, clip button, all that stuff is easy peasy right there. And if you ever want to add anything here, you can come up here to this top left corner, edit stream manager panels, and then over here on the right it'll pull out a list of all the different panels they have for you. And you can organize this however you like. This is what works for me. This is what I use the most. That's why I don't have a lot of these on there. Up here, these little guys up at the top, your followers, your session, your live time, subscribers, pre-rolls for ads, bitrate. I don't have my viewers on. That's a personal choice. I think default, this comes with the viewers up at the top. I don't like that. It gives me stress when I think about it. I don't want to know how many people are in my chat. I just want to talk with whoever's in there and enjoy my stream. So, personally, I take that off, but that's, again, that's your choice. Alerts, this is something they just added. This goes hand in hand with your streaming software, OBS, Streamlabs, all that stuff. And it basically just kind of creates an alert box for you. I have all my stream alerts set up through Streamlabs in its own browser source, so I don't really use this, but it's there. It's very easy to set up. It's very easy to customize, so all of that's in there. Next thing I want to go over is analytics. This is how you can tell how your streams are doing, where your highs and lows are, what changed, what's different, where was your best stream at, and what were you playing that day, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go through that. First tab is overview. This gives you a 30-day rolling 30-day look at your stats. You can change these to whatever you want to look at. There's a bunch of options here, very insightful. These are the ones that I keep tabs on month to month. It'll break it down for you. All these bars are the days that I've streamed in the last 30 days. Average viewers, is there. My follows, which days I had follows on and how many. Live views, engaged views, all that kind of stuff. You can also look at your revenue if you're affiliate. Subscriptions. It also breaks it down for you, paid subs, prime subs, gifted subs, multi-month gifted subs. Time streamed, how long you've streamed for on any given day, 2-hour stream there, 4-hour stream here, that kind of stuff. It all adds up at the end of the month. That also adds into your average viewers. If you come down a little bit, category suggestions, it tells you, which games have higher viewers upon average throughout the platform right now. And it kind of gives you little suggestions of like what games maybe you want to try out on stream. Some of these games you may already have. Some of them you may have never heard of. But hey, here's how the average channel is doing when it comes to views and playing these games. You can filter them by genre, and it compares it to your most recent stream. Down here it'll bring you your VODs and your clips, any milestones that you've been working towards. That's also in the achievement tabs here. Same thing with achievement progress. Research is kind of a bigger spectrum of this category suggestions and overview. It'll bring up your 3 most recently streamed games and the stats that kind of go along with that across the platform. It'll show you, the average viewers per channel and per day, average channels that are streaming that game, and then, you have your time frame here at the bottom, what time during the day from midnight to midnight. And you can edit your stream schedule accordingly through this page. I think it takes you to your stream schedule page from here. Like it'll open up that for you. But you can see here, as it changes, the higher viewer average here is, between like 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. is like the peak, and then the views kind of tend to drop off throughout the day. And this just kind of helps you decide, hey, what times work best for me streaming this game? When is the opportunity for me to have, gonna be to have the most viewership? That kind of stuff. So you can just kind of go day by day and it changes. They track all this analytics, average viewers, and how many channels stream it, give or take these days, it tracks all that information for you. Next tab would be achievements. When you first start out, you're working on path to affiliate. Easy peasy, right? 50 followers, stream for 8 hours. It's going to track all this for you. It's not always the most accurate because you will get different readings in your overview for the rolling month than you will under achievements. And sometimes it's a day behind, sometimes it's a number off. So it definitely changes. It's not always the most accurate, but that's where you will get all your information from, how much you need, where you're at, all that kind of stuff. This also works on a rolling 30-day period. So it's not going to be like the first of the month till the end of the month kind of a thing. It's just like where you are in the spectrum of the last 30 days. All of these are pretty self-explanatory. They give you a little information about them underneath. You can go through and see, when you achieved these things, what all they're for and that kind of thing. It's just kind of like a tab system just to keep track of what you've done on Twitch. Stream summary here is basically a day-by-day version of your overview. It's going to break down all your stats from your most recent stream. You can come up here and pick a day. This is all your logged streams. I think this is a 30-day tab that it keeps here for like the specifics. And obviously these are the stats that it gives you off default, stream duration, average viewers, max viewers, unique chatters, live views, followers, and new subscriptions. It also gives you a little tag there as like, hey, you did better or did worse from the last stream in comparison to your numbers today, that kind of stuff. It's a nice quick little way to look at your stats compared to your most recent stream. Scroll down a little bit, you'll get your VOD from your last stream. You can watch your VOD here. This is a good way to grab clips. And then you have underneath, you have your little graph here. Right now, it defaults to chat messages, how many chat messages were sent, and you can click on this, and it will bring you to that point. No worries, man. This is what I do. This is what I do. Literally, my whole day. Cannot hear myself twice. I'm sorry. It'll bring you to that point in the VOD. So if you had like a lot of chats for that section, you can watch from there and see like, hey, was this a clip-worthy moment? And like I said, you can grab clips here from that. It's a great way to kind of quickly go through your VOD without having to sit there for however long you streamed for and try to grab something that was funny. You can also go through and see, you know, your average viewers, clips created. If somebody had already created a clip for you, it'll pop up here and it'll tell you when. Again, you can click on that little bar. It'll take you right to that point in the stream. Ad breaks, clip views, if anybody had viewed clips that day, new subscriptions, all that fun stuff, new followers. Hey, we had a new follower here, so we can click back to this, you know, we can click on that. It'll take us right back to that point in the VOD, and we can see what was going on. You can export this data, you can highlight video, you can go to the VOD page, all that's right there. Just underneath, it gives you emote performance. I don't really pay too much attention to this, but some people do. A lot of people will sub strictly for the emotes. With Twitch Turbo being a thing now, your subscribers don't necessarily need to continue subscribing just to avoid the ads that run on your channel. So another way to incentivize, hey, sub to my channel, is put out emotes people like. So this is a good way to track that. Hey, there's a lot of usage on this emote, not really a lot of usage on this one, so let's, you know, rotate that out, get a different emote in there, see, you know, how that looks and how that usage works and that kind of stuff. This is a quick breakdown of viewer discovery here at the bottom, and your go live notifications. Hey, this many people of your followers have notifications turned on. This is the response that you got from that. People actually tuning into the stream from the go live notification. The viewer discovery, it'll break down more here in the next tab. But this is just a quick look at it. And then if you go to view details, it'll bring you over here to discovery. This is also a rolling 30-day period. If you click on that, you can centralize it to, hey, just the month of February, or, you know, just December we want to look at. Or you can go in and specifically like, hey, I want to look at from this day to, you know, this day. I want to look at just that week. Update that. This goes back as far as you have streamed, basically. So you can go in here and just kind of go as far back or as far, you know, as far in as you'd like up until the most recent date. But for the sake of this, we're just going to keep it on the rolling 30 days here. This helps you kind of view how many followers you've got watching your channel. Other views from other channel pages, so like mutual friends. I'm not sure where the other comes through. I think that may be the recommended page, the browsing page, and then there's searches. So you can, you know, take a peek in and see how many, you know, hey, of all my views, most of them were from my followers, most of them were from other channel pages, like that kind of thing. This just kind of breaks that down for you. Live viewership here. Views from outside of Twitch just kind of breaks down where people are watching your stream from. Your tags, this tells you how many people looked into your stream based on the tags that you used. And again, you know, this is a good way to kind of shuffle up your tabs and see what works to bring more people in that people are interested in. It's kind of, think of it using as like hashtags on Instagram. People are looking for these specific tags and see what kind of streams are out there, and more people are likely to click into your stream as a first impression if you have XYZ tag. Views from Twitch, again, this is how it breaks it down for you. In percentages, is the same as your bar graph up here. Views from channels. So these are, you know, people that follow you and this other person, and they found you through this person's page, kind of a thing, whether it be suggested streamers or them being brought in with a raid, shout outs, them giving a shout out in their channel for you, and then you gaining a follow or a view from that shout out. That's where this views from channels comes in at. Again, this breaks down your go live notifications, how much engagement you get off of those, how many followers are being reached at the time. Again, this is more breakdown of your viewership, where most of your viewers are from, what platforms they're looking at you from, returned engaged viewers versus new engaged viewers, people that are actively chatting in your streams. Are they returning chatters? Are they just new chatters? Have they been here before? That kind of stuff. You can bring that up on the chart up here. So our next tab will be engagement. This is pretty much identical to the overview tab. Again, you can come in here and look at all these different sections of data. This has more data driven towards your viewers versus overall things on Twitch on the overview tab. So this is, who's active in your channel, where did they come from, how did they get to your page, that kind of stuff. So this is a little bit more detailed in its little niche than overview is. Earnings and payouts, those will come with affiliate. If you're not affiliate, don't worry about it. If you are affiliate, you can come over here and check that out. It tells you all your information about that. Next one we're going to move on to is community, your roles manager. This is going to show you anyone you have set as a VIP, anybody you have set as a mod. You can set people as artists if they make emotes or overlays or things for you like that. All that is going to be here. Selecting your VIPs and selecting your mods is kind of on your own bias. Make sure that your moderators are people that you trust, people you can rely on, and that you're not just modding people because they're your friends. You know what I mean? Your VIPs should be given to people who support you regularly, are constantly in your streams, constantly hyping you up, keeping the chat popping off when you're busy, like that kind of stuff. You want to give recognition to people who support you frequently. That's your VIP badge. Activity, this just kind of breaks down changes you've made in your stream manager. You don't really need it for anything, but it's pretty much just a log of what goes on in your stream and what goes on in your stream manager. Your follower list, obviously this is a list of people that you follow, and that's the end of that. We'll go down to content. Video producer, this is basically where all of your VODs get stored. If you are a Amazon Prime user and you have that signed in with your Twitch, or if you're a partner, your VODs get saved for, I believe, 60 days versus the typical 30 that just an average affiliate would get. So this keeps your VODs. This gives you a chance to jump back in and, rewatch through something, grab clips if you need to. If you're somebody who likes to put your clips together to, say, post on YouTube or do short form content, this is the easy way to come through and just, hey, on this day, there was something silly that happened, I made a note of it, whatever, I need to come back and check that VOD. They're all stored here under your video producer. Collections is kind of the same idea, but this is stuff that you kind of section out. So here you would put your it would let you put your VODs into kind of like playlists, essentially, kind of how YouTube works. Again, this only works for a certain amount of time because your VODs do expire. So it's nice to have if you have like highlights, because the highlights don't go away. Highlights work like clips do, and they kind of stay on your channel forever until you get rid of them. But if you're trying to save whole VODs here, that's not going to work long term because they do expire. Your clips. We're going to look at your clips. This clip page comes up in two different sections here. You have clips of my channel and clips I've created. So these are clips I've made in my channel and other people's channels. Sometimes I do be having to clip my own things. It's fine. But these are clips I've made in other people's channels as well. You can come in here, share them out, edit them, all that kind of stuff. Same thing with the clips of my channel. I can come in here, click on one, watch it. If I decide, hey, you know, I really don't want that clip on my channel, boop, easy peasy, just delete it. And I do tell people a lot with creators that have the shout out that pulls up your clips. A lot of people complain that like, oh, there's not really anything going on in that clip. I get this clip all the time. It's just me yapping, or like, you know, whatever. It's just like a random clip that like you don't want on your page. This is the place to come, sort through all of your freaking clips, and then you can get rid of the ones you don't like. You can also edit them. Like I said, you know, you can feature them if you click here. Under edit, there we go, it'll bring up this separate little page. You can edit the landscape version and the portrait version for like, you know, TikTok, YouTube short form, Instagram reels, that kind of stuff. You can edit the name of the clip. You can feature it on the top of your Twitch page. All of that fun stuff, you can do that here, and then save clip. Copyright Claims Manager is just going to be like, hey, you have a copyright strike on your channel, blah, blah, blah. That's all going to show up here. If you don't play music on your channel, or if you know the workaround to playing music on your channel, then you don't have to worry about this page whatsoever. Getting down into monetization, this again goes hand in hand with being affiliate. If you're not affiliate, this isn't something that's going to show up for you yet. This breaks down your ads, bits and cheering, which is literally the same thing. I don't know why they elected to like split it off like that. Community and subscriptions. This brings you to your ad manager. You can decide how long of ads you want to run, how frequently you want them to run. If I'm you know, running ads on a schedule, do I still want to keep pre-rolls on, or do I want to disable them? This lets you turn on notifications for pre-rolls. This lets you delay ads on your stream, or, you know, it'll tell you, it'll bring up a little notification over your chat. Hey, you have an ad coming up in so many minutes, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. There's advanced settings on either of these. So if you pop into them, you know, it lets you change how soon till I run my first ad from when I start my stream. Do I automatically snooze the ad if there's high engagement? Allow your subscribers to watch your content ad free. Don't turn that off. Don't ever turn that off. That's like the biggest asshole move. Don't ever turn that off. Leave it on. That's most of the reason why people subscribe, is to get rid of ads or to use your emotes. Don't make them watch ads if they're subscribed. That's a horrible thing to do. And then again, you know, your notifications. It lets your mods see when there's a break about to start. If you can, you know, if you have mods in your active in your channel, and you see that little notification that says, hey, we have an ad coming in, and you're in the middle of something that's like really cool and you don't want your viewers to miss out, you can be like, hey mods, can you snooze that ad for me? Like that kind of stuff. So I like to keep all this stuff turned on. This kind of breaks down the revenue share for your advertisements. Unless you're running, I believe it's like 8 minutes of ads per hour, you get a 30% share of the revenue from the ads. I think it's anything more than 8 minutes an hour, you get the 55%. 8 minutes an hour for ads is freaking ridiculous. Could not be me. I would never do that. 3 minutes of ads every hour automatically disables the pre-roll ads. So the pre-roll ads are what play when you first jump into a stream. You first jump in, the stream loads up, and then it's like boom, ad instantly. Those are pre-roll ads. So running 3 minutes of ads every hour completely gets rid of that pre-roll ad for anybody new jumping in, which will boost engagement for you, because you'll get new people that jump in, get that ad, and then kind of immediately get turned off. Like, oh, I just wanted to come in and see what this person was about. I'm getting these ads. I'm out. I'm going somewhere else, you know? So getting those pre-rolls turned off boosts engagement, because it gives people the opportunity to jump in and instantly interact with you. The next thing we're going to look at is bits and cheering. Again, this is just settings. The minimum bits in your channel, minimum bits emotes, enable pinned cheers, minimum, like, you know, what's the minimum to pin a cheer. This is all your personal preference. You set that up how you like. I think this was the default. I never bothered to change it. I didn't care to. Y'all can throw biddies as little or as much as you like. I'm not going to complain. These are your bits badges. You can come in here and edit these. I know there are people on Etsy that, sell like the bits badges, the emotes, things like that. If you want to customize these, you can. It goes very high bits. But you would just come in here, click on this. It's going to open up your file, um, your file search, and then you would just put your badges in there. You can rename them if you like. I don't see the point in renaming them, frankly. That's just me. Or you can come in here and turn them off. Like, hey, I don't want you to get a 1-bit badge. I don't want a 100-bit badge. Like, you can come in there, turn them off, customize this as you like. That's all up to you. Community support and recognition, hype train and leaderboards. Some people have, let me pull you guys up over here so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go into somebody's chat, they have this little bar at the top that tells you who their top supporters are, with gifted subs and bits. This is where you access that. So your leaderboard, which is what's up at the top there, you can turn them on. You can tell it which one to show by default, whether it's cheers or subs. And the time range. Some people have this as daily, weekly, monthly, or all time. So if you have it, set to weekly, monthly, or daily, it will reset every, end of period. You guys can set that up as you like. I have mine turned off. I don't think support should be a competition. I like that people support me, but I don't expect it, and I don't want people to feel pressured to have to support me. Whether it be for, their own attention or anything like that. So I just have that turned off. You guys are more than welcome to set that up however you like. Hype trains. Everybody loves hype trains. If you don't know what a hype train is, or the purpose rather of it, your hype trains, the higher level you get in a hype train, the more your stream will get pushed to the recommended pages and things like that. So that's the importance, quote unquote, of hype trains. This lets you enable, how often do you want the hype trains to occur, how easy you want them to be to level up, how long is the cooldown between hype trains, because they should be, something special that happens in stream. You don't want them to happen a lot, you can change the message here, the emote that comes in when you start a hype train, that kind of stuff. All that information is here. All those settings are here. Subscriptions. This is again more just customization than anything. You can come in and set your tier subscription names up the way you want them to reflect your brand or something that you like or whatever you have. Bonus subscriber benefits. This is fairly new. This is a panel that you can add to your channel, and it'll show in your about me, like, hey, if you subscribe, this is what you get for subscribing. Here's the emotes, here's the bit badges, or the tier badges, the subscriber badges, on top of ad-free viewing and sub-only chat, blah 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 blah. This is just something that just advertises that on your stream. I don't have this set up for myself, but you're more than welcome to set that up. Easy peasy, just click, super fast. Subscriber badges, again, it's the same as your bits badges. You can come in and customize this. Some people don't have this set up, and that's totally fine. But it's super easy. You just click on them and add your pictures and all that fun stuff. It tells you what size they need to be right off the bat, so and yeah, this is all customization at this point. Emotes used to be here. They moved emotes over to its own page down in viewer rewards. Ad-free viewing, again, ignore slow-mo. This is what your subscribers are getting. These are the perks that they're getting. I don't ever run subscriber-only chat, which is why I didn't bother to turn that on. Same thing with the subscriber-only archives. You can set certain VODs to be only accessible by your subscribers. Again, to me, that feels very exclusive, and I don't want people to feel like they have to sub just to be able to go back and watch a VOD or watch some clips or things like that. So I don't have that turned on. Again, that's personal preference. Next tab, we're going to look at settings. First one is stream settings. Your primary stream key. This lets you, if anybody has this key for your channel, it lets them stream from your account, if that makes sense. So you don't ever want to show this to anybody. Don't ever give it to anybody unless you absolutely trust them. This is for you and you only. Don't ever give that away. Disconnection protection. If you are on console, specifically PlayStation, and you want to switch games, but you don't want to end stream, you need to make sure this is turned on. What will happen is this will give you a bit of a buffer between the disconnect of your game to when you reconnect again, and it won't actually cut stream for you if you have this setting turned on. So it says automatically displays a temporary visual for viewers for 90 seconds while you troubleshoot and reconnect. So anytime, like especially with PlayStation, because I know Xbox doesn't do this, but with PlayStation, when you exit out of a game, it will automatically end your stream. So if you have that disconnect protection on, it'll give you that little bit of a 90-second relay, so that you're not having to cut stream completely just to switch games. Latency mode, this breaks down, best for near real-time interactions with viewers. If you have normal latency, there's going to be a little bit of delay between, when your chat responds to you, or, when your chat says something to you and you respond to them, there's going to be a bit of a delay there with the normal latency. Copyright audio warnings, that's again default, that stays on. You don't want to turn that off, because if you do get a warning or a tick against you for copyrighted audio, and they will not notify you of that, and then you won't know, like, oh hey, I need to change something, and this can ultimately get you banned. So definitely leave that on. Your VODs, storing past broadcasts. This is optional. You do not have to store your broadcasts. Some people prefer not to, and that's okay. So you can automatically store them for 7 days. Oh, here we go. 14 for affiliates, 60 days for partners, Turbo, and Prime users. So if you are a Prime user that's connected to your Twitch account, or a Twitch Turbo subscriber, you will get 60 days of saved VODs. Otherwise, it's 14 days for affiliate, 7 days for non-affiliate. Okay. If you don't necessarily want to always publish your VODs, maybe you want to watch through them and make sure that everything's all good before you publish it, you can turn this off. And that way you'll still have access to your VOD over here in your video producer, but it will not be published on your page here. I guess we don't have to look at that. I'll look at my channel. You guys can look at my channel. So yeah, all of your VODs will be saved here. If you don't necessarily want it to be posted here for just anybody to come along and see, and you want to kind of view it first or things like that, that's where this would come in handy, to just turn the auto publish off. Same thing with your clips. Do you want people to be able to clip things on your channel? Yes or no? Do you want only specific people to be able to make clips of your channel? Yes or no? Subscribers only, followers only. Do you want your people, people that have made clips of your channel, do you want them to be able to upload your clips to their social medias? Yes or no? Like that kind of stuff. All that information is here. You can come in and tinker with that and kind of read deeper into it. These permissions are a little more in-depth. Channels you can manage as an editor. If you set somebody as an editor to your channel, that basically gives them free reign of your channel without being able to like really mess things up. But they can mess a lot of stuff up. They can raid out for you. They can, change your stream title, all that kind of stuff. All that information they have access to as an editor. So do not give anyone editor status unless you completely 100% fully trust them. Having somebody as a mod does also lend itself to vulnerability. Like, yes, mods do have a lot of access to things, but not nearly as much access to things as an editor does. So do not give anybody that editor privilege unless you completely trust them. Raids here, allow raids from channel following the requirements. You can set, the minimum and maximum number of viewers, account age days. I have mine set to 30 days. I don't want somebody raiding me that's less than a month into being on Twitch, because a lot of the times those are bot accounts and bot followers, and it's just a hazard and a mess, and I don't ever want to deal with that. So that's the setting I personally have set up. These are just kind of secondary options here as to the raid settings. I don't really mess with any of those. I kind of just leave them there because if you want to raid me, cool, that's great. If you want me to meet your community, that's great. I'm here for that, you know? So you don't want to really limit that too much, just in the sense of kind of keeping yourself safe. Your channel. This is how you edit all your information on your channel. Super easy. This kind of brings you a little preview up top. You don't have to have that there. You can get rid of it if you want. I think it's just there by default, honestly. Your username. I'm pretty sure you can change your username once every 60 days or 90 days. But don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that changes your name all of the time and then nobody ever knows who you are. Stick with a name that you like. Stick with a name that makes sense. And just hang it on there, you know? Your bio, you always want to be kind of a quick snippet of you. You know, these are the games that I play. This is what we like. This is what you can expect from my community. Come in and hang out. So you want to keep this kind of short, sweet, and to the point. And then your panels, which is going to be on your About Me page here. Your panels are where you want to go into like a deeper detail of like who you are, what kind of information you're willing to share with the viewer. And this kind of About Me section is where a lot of people will come if you're offline. Hey, I saw this channel and I want to check it out, but they're not streaming right now. They're going to come down here for all of that information. So this one for the bio, you just want it to be short, sweet, and to the point, kind of like a quick hook to get them in, you know, short and easy. Your social links down here, you can put whatever you like. You know, if you have a YouTube channel, you can link that there. If you have, you know, Instagram, Threads, all that kind of stuff, you can put those links in here. Your brand is basically your profile picture, your banner, your color scheme, that kind of thing. That's all going to be set up through here. Super easy. Your schedule, I don't have a schedule set up yet, but you can set up a schedule here. I don't really use it. Like I said, you can also set it up through this page. You can edit schedule. It'll bring you there. Featured content. These are your suggested streamers. Oh no, I lied. Yes. No, yes, it is. It is. Suggested channels. There we go. I got ahead of myself. You can post your channel trailer here. It needs to be less than 60 seconds. You can edit that however you like, post whatever you like. I like to, you know, post a couple of clips, some of the funnier things that happen on my channel. A quick way for people to kind of gauge what my channel's about, how we hang out here, the vibes, all of that. Quick 60-second video for the channel trailer. If you don't have a channel trailer, that's perfectly fine. You don't absolutely need one. It's just kind of an extra step in getting people to come check you out. Your suggested channels, automatically feature channels from your suggested channels in your channel carousel when you're offline. So what that looks like is up here, this is your channel carousel. It automatically posts, or it automatically shows my channel trailer. If you hit there, that button to the side, it'll show my last VOD. If you hit that button again, it will show you my suggested streamer, whoever's online right now, which happens to be Gore. Also, if you go back to the homepage here and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it shows you all the people I have that are my suggested streamers. So that's just a little added a little added spot in your channel where you can highlight people that you enjoy watching or that you feel, you know, deserve just as much hype as you get. You know, hey, come check this person out. If you like my channel, you're gonna love this dude's channel, like that kind of thing. You can edit your suggested channels here. I don't think there's a limit as to how many channels you can have here, but basically you just click up here, type in their name, it'll pop up, you know, and then you click add. Just make sure you're clicking on the right person. Sometimes names overlap and it will not pull up the right name the first time, so just be careful. Recently streamed categories. If you are a variety streamer like I am, there will be a lot of them here. If you don't want that one to show up on your channel, you just hit that little I there. It'll take it off your channel. It's not a big deal. Easy peasy. This shelf type, this again goes to your suggested channels. It's on here twice. I don't know why. The next, oh, stream events. Stream events. Yes, this is something I get asked a lot. For if you're affiliate. This will tell you when your affiliate anniversary is. Mine is on October 9th. That was when I hit affiliate. You can tick this on or off. That way, when you're streaming around the day of your affiliate anniversary, it will automatically prompt people in your chat to wish you a happy affiliate anniversary. Um, if you don't plan on streaming on the actual date of your affiliate anniversary, you can schedule that here. You can change the date and schedule it here. Because sometimes, it doesn't necessarily fall on, like mine is a Wednesday this year. Maybe I wanted to do my stream on a Saturday, so I would change that to the Saturday, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's where you would find that in stream events, so you can edit that as you need to. Next channel we're going to is moderation. This is where all your auto mod stuff is that Twitch sets up. I have mine set very, very low. I'm not shy. I'm not worried about people coming into my channel starting a ruckus. We're pretty quick on that. But you click on these, it comes in here. You can have all of the filtering you want or don't want. That's perfectly fine. Excuse me, I just had to fix my headset. Aggression, bullying, sexual harassment, disability, sexuality, sex or gender, misogyny. You can put these as high or as low as you want. Maximum filtering, more filtering. And this is what this is going to do, is just block those messages from coming through your chat. I believe it still pulls it up for you on your end as just like a, hey, this is what was posted, but we blocked it. And you can like allow or block it again from there. Same thing, blocked terms and phrases, permitted terms and phrases, those are all there. Suspicious user controls, all of that kind of stuff is posted in here. Your chat options, some people have the links blocked. That's a personal choice. I don't do it. Non-mod chat delay. This lets your mods and you see chats before it actively gets posted to chat. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of step in if you need to. Again, I don't have that off. That's a personal channel or personal choice for my channel. Chat verification. This lets you allow certain people into your channel. What are the criteria that they need to be in your stream? I have these turned off again because not everybody can, set up a verified phone number or have a verified email for that account that they're using. If they maybe in the past used that email or that phone number for another account that they no longer have access to, they can't really do that. And I don't want to exclude anybody for whatever reason from my channel. So everyone's free to yap. I really don't care. Again, that's a personal preference. Follower for verification is the same. You can, they have to have a number to follow. They have to have an email to follow. That's on you. If you want to set those up, again, all that stuff is turned off for me. Your chat rules here. This used to just be one big box and you would just kind of like type away in it. And then they added it where it's like, oh, specific set, this rule, that rule, that rule. So that's a little bit more organized. I do like that. You can adjust these as you want, being higher or lower in the queue there for when people first jump into your chat. It'll bring this up in the chat box. Hey, this is our rules here. Check it out. Unbanned requests. You can turn those off. You can leave them on. I think this is default. I've never really messed with this. Stop banned users from viewing your stream. This is a newer setting. So if you have banned somebody from your stream, typically, they can still view your stream. They just can't talk in your chat. If you have beef with somebody or somebody came in, acting some kind of way that really didn't sit right with you, that's fine. And you ban them and you really don't want them to have access to you in any way, even if it's just watching, this would be the setting to turn on. When they come to your channel, if you have this turned on, there will be a big black screen that says you cannot view this content and you are banned. As well as kind of blocking them from chat. They can't chat in your stream. So that's a good setting to have on if it's somebody you're really trying to just keep your distance from. Follower only mode, please do not have follower only mode on. Don't do it. Don't do it. A lot of people have this set up for security reasons. Again, just kind of keeping your chat safe from trolls, but really anyone can follow and just yap at you. So I don't see the point of this. What it does for me is it makes me feel like in order for me to interact in your stream and kind of get your vibe, I have to drop you that follow. And a lot of people don't like to function that way. They like to, hey, let me hang out in this stream and kind of have conversation with them and see if it's a vibe that I like before I drop a follow. Because I'm the type of person that I don't like having to take my follow back, if you know what I mean. So please don't turn on follower only mode. It's not necessary. Subscriber only chat is also not necessary. And it makes a lot of people feel like it's a money grab. You're not allowed to hang out with me unless you pay me, kind of a thing. So that's more for your own engagement, the betterment of your channel. I would not do that. Pin messages and moderator tools, again, that's up to your discretion. Streamer survey, this is Twitch asking you how you think they're doing. You can come in here and give them all that information if you want. You don't have to. If you are affiliate, this is where you do your onboarding, change out your payout method, agree to their agreements for being in the affiliate program. All that's going to be right there. Easy peasy. Now through the fun stuff, the viewer rewards. You have your channel points, emotes, drops, and rewards here. We're going to check out channel points. Yes, enable channel points. That's again default. You can customize it here, what you want your channel points to be called, the emote you want associated with them, that kind of stuff is there. Managing your channel points and power-ups. The power-ups were recently added for the message effect, Gigantify emote, on-screen celebration. Those are set to bits. You can adjust the bit cost, but there is a minimum and maximum bit cost there. I think that's the only thing you can, yeah, I was like, I think that's the only thing you can edit. I don't think you can edit the picture for it, but yeah, so that's it. You can just adjust the bit cost and that's it. Those are there. You can't really turn them off or change them in any way. They are what they are. You can just pretty much change how much it costs for your viewers to use them. These are your default rewards. Highlighting a message, sending a message, all that stuff. You can turn them on and off here. And again, you can hit edit, adjust the cost, or turn on the smart cost. I don't really care for the smart cost. It's a freaking channel point. It's not real money. I don't care what it costs. You can change the image here. Obviously the default is the little Twitch icon, and change the background color. You can completely customize all of this. The same goes with your custom rewards when you come in. Ooh, I have a lot of these. Don't look at all these. Adding a custom reward, you're gonna come down here to the bottom, click that plus button. You're gonna name your reward. If you would like, you can add a description. A lot of people don't bother to read the descriptions, so that's on you if you want to add it. Require reviewer to enter a text. This comes in handy for a couple of things. Say for asking a question, if your channel point redeem is for them asking a question, or you know, certain games allow you to choose a character or choose a build, a loadout, that kind of thing. Turning this on comes in handy because then you're not waiting for them to respond after they've redeemed the reward. They have to respond to redeem the reward. So it adds that little chat box here at the bottom. Like they have to say something with this redemption. So it comes in handy. Your cost amount, again, your images here, you can customize these. Your background color, pulls that up. You can enter in a hex color code either way, however you want to do that. The other thing here is your cooldown limits and your skip request queue. When you're looking at, let me pull mine up here. When you're looking at your request queue, you can go down into your chat settings here, review requests. It's going to bring up your redeem queue. This is stuff that people have redeemed before. In my channel, obviously, I haven't really gone through these. You can mark as complete, and that will essentially take those points from them and poof, they're gone forever, or you can reject them, which will refund the points. Leaving this option up, to skip the reward queue, if you leave that turned off, that gives you the opportunity to refund it if you need to, depending on what the redeem is for. If you have it skip the reward queue, then once they spend the points, they're gone forever. That's it. Like, that cut dry, easy peasy. So like for these rewards that I have up here, for like, you know, the good boy and the good girl that I was first, I have those set to skip the reward queue because for one, they're only one channel point. And for two, it's really just a way for them to interact with the stream. And it's not really something that, you know, they're spending a lot of channel points that they've earned on. It's literally just one little token. It's not a big deal. So I have those set to skip the rewards queue because a lot of people come through and push those buttons a lot all day, every day. And I don't want to have to go back and look through my queue and have to, you know, accept or reject one measly little point. So that's, you know, again, a personal choice. Um, the cooldowns, oh, I'm sorry, that's not the one I wanted to look at. For this one, you know, my daily trash pickup, people come in, you can only redeem that once a day. How do you set that up? Okay, so you go to your cooldown limits. um you can set it for a specific time frame, like number of minutes before it can be used again. That's good for like sound alert buttons that you don't want spammed. You can put a cooldown timer. You can put a cooldown per stream, so this button can only be used once per stream, period, or like, you know, 3 or 4 times per stream, period. The third option here is per redemptions per user per stream. So I have that set to 1. I only want you guys to be able to redeem that once per stream per person. So if I were to have that set, you know, for the middle option here, it would only let one person in the entire stream redeem that, and then it would lock it down for the rest of the stream. So just be mindful of how you're setting up your cooldowns. But set them up however you like. That is your choice. I'm not gonna brag on you about that at all. Emotes. This is where you're gonna upload your emotes. I have a lot of emotes. You gain emotes for subscriber points, I believe. Once you hit a certain amount of subscribers, it gives you extra emote slots. I don't remember what the default is. I think it's like 9 or 11 is the default. You get bonus emotes for doing certain things, like having the alerts set up. I have them set up even though I don't use them, but they're part of my OBS, so it counts. So I have those nice 2 little extra slots for emotes. But yeah, it breaks it down for you here. You have bits tier emotes, so people that have cheered, you know, 1,000 bits, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, they will get this added to their emote bar, and we'll be able to use that everywhere. Tier 3, tier 2 emotes, not a lot of people use those. I kind of have those there for me because I use them. You have access to every single emote that you have uploaded. It's your emote, it's your channel. So I have those there for me more than anything because I don't think anybody has a tier 2 or tier 3 subscription. Your standard emotes are your static emotes, not moving, just a picture. Animated emotes are obviously the GIF type ones. Your follower emotes, this is something that you have to achieve. I believe once you hit affiliate, you have to go, I think it's 60 days without incident, meaning 60 days of streaming with no, you know, reports on your channel, nothing like that. And then you'll get granted these free emotes for following. And then easy to upload right here. It'll ask you want a standard or an animated emote. You tell it which one. You can have it auto resize if you want. If not, you'll have to put in the 3 separate sizes. The auto resize is probably the fastest and easiest way to upload something. And then here it will ask you to name it. This is your prefix that's given to you for your channel. Everyone's is customized. And then you just name your emote. The emote attribution, this is where that artist role comes in at. If, you know, one of your friends or one of your viewers made that emote for you and they're on Twitch, you would be able to tag their channel here. You just by typing in the username here and then, oh, hey, this is the person that made this emote for me. So people kind of know, you know, you can share your artist with other people. But yeah, super easy. The drop rewards, these are what's active on Twitch right now. If you're streaming a certain game and it tells you at the top, you know, hey, drops are enabled, you're currently earning rewards for watching this stream. This is where all that comes in handy. These are all the games that are currently offering drops right now. So this kind of gives you the opportunity to like, hey, this game that I don't usually play is doing a drops, but I have that game and I wanted to stream it. So like, hey, that's a good way for you to get more engagement because there's drops on that game this week or this month, or you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. You can enable or disable these up at the top, easy peasy. Like I said, it's just a big long list of the promotions they have running for that. Rewards. I think this is, yeah, these are the ones that this is where you get the rewards for watching whatever stream with those drops. Streaming together, these are all just going to be kind of quick looking into's. So streaming together is where you collaborate with another streamer, with another creator. It kind of walks you through how to set it up. You can go to their article, it'll open up another page here, walk you through all of that with that information. Very easy, very fast. Streaming tools. These are tools that integrate Twitch with your stream, depending on the game that you're playing or things like that. I have crowd control set up for certain games where my chat can interact with my game, you know, make silly things happen and all that kind of stuff. Broadcaster software, they have a variety of those. It'll let you go download, it'll take you right to their site. If you're new to Twitch, this is more of like the little baby streamer, not really knowing what you're doing kind of page. But it gives you all this information, all these different applications you can use to stream to Twitch. Gives you a quick little breakdown of each one, the features that they have, all that kind of stuff. Charity, this is when you're raising funds, right? We're fundraising. Hey, this will pop up on your channel. Let people donate to the cause that you are hosting for whatever stream event you have going on. There's a lot of different options here. This isn't something I've dabbled in personally, but the option is there if you ever want to check it out. Extensions. What are extensions? Extensions, again, are another way for people to interact with your stream. If you come down here, I have a few extensions. I have my throne extension. This is my wish list of things that my viewers can gift to me if they so choose. Sound alerts extension. This lets you play noises on my stream. My featured channels, which, you know, hey, I like to rotate these people out every now and then and feature some newer people. You guys get to see some of the people I hang out with. You can go to their stream directly from there, you know. You also have extensions that will pull up on the side of a stream here. You can't see that right now because I'm not live. But yeah, these are just ways for your chat to interact with your stream a little more hands-on than just yapping in your chat. A lot of options here again. Little side games, you know, the stream avatars. People can set up their specific stream avatar for when they come in. It kind of walks around the bottom of the screen with their name at the top and that kind of stuff. There's a lot of options here. A lot of options here. So definitely do your research, read into it, see if that's something that you're interested in adding to your stream. And a lot of these will walk you right through it super easy on how to set it up for your channel. You also have my extensions. These are the ones that I have active right now. I don't have crowd control active right now because I haven't been using it for the games I've been playing lately, but it's there and I can activate it at any point in time. But yeah, these are all the ones I have active right now, where they're located at. You know, this one's in a panel, that one's in a panel, that one's in a panel, all that kind of stuff. Creator camp. This is kind of just a little boot camp, little walkthrough. Which is basically kind of what I'm doing. How to establish your brand, copyright strikes in your channel, getting started on Twitch, how to go live, all that kind of stuff. This is a very, very resourceful page if you're brand new to Twitch, which I don't think most of us are, but that's okay. Safety Center, kind of the same thing, gives you a rundown of your moderator settings, what to be on the lookout for, how to keep you and your community safe, recent news and updates for the channel, all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for your creator dashboard, easy peasy. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on to chatbots now. There are a lot of options when it comes to your chatbot. I have a few here that I can show you. Let's start with Nightbot. Nightbot is arguably the easiest bot to set up for your channel. Your dashboard here, okay? I'm like, I have access to multiple people's bots, so I just wanted to be sure I'm on my bot. Your dashboard here shows you your activity throughout the week. I believe this is weekly. Yeah, throughout the week, 7 days. So chat messages, commands that were used, your top chatters in your channel, that's all right here for the week. Very quick access, quick data used. Obviously, I don't have any top commands used because I don't use Nightbot to run my commands anymore. But I do have some commands. They just don't get used that often. These are like those little dot picture pixel commands. You can set those up here. There's default commands here that you can set up. Active or inactive, you can set the user level, you know, who you want to be able to use it. Everyone, just the owner, your moderators and the owner, like all that kind of stuff is right here. Adding a new command regularly, super easy. What do you want the command name to be? You know, and we want the command to be uppies. What do you want the response to be when you type uppies? Hey, this person, I believe the coding for that is this. Oh, that's it. User is demanding uppies. Required user level, again, who do you want to be able to use this command? Your subscribers, your regulars, your VIPs, moderators, owner, everyone. The advanced settings is the cooldown and an alias. There will be, like, if you want to set up a secondary command, that will also pop up this message here. The cooldown, I think minimum is 5. Oh no, it's not. They changed it. Okay, cool. So the cooldown 1 second, so you can spam that shit if you want to. Create. Oh yeah, oh look at that, it does. Okay, cool. So it does have to be a minimum of 5 seconds. So this is the command name. This is what it's gonna tell me whenever I click on that. So we'll go back over here real quick. Check out the chat. Type our uppies. That's not how you type that. Nightbot will respond, hey, this person is demanding uppies. Again, I don't use Nightbot, but this is one of the easier ones to use if you're new to working with a chatbot. Very easy to work with. If you go to documentation down here, it will open up another, this is like your little help page. How things work, your variables. Your variables is basically the language the bot uses. So like this, for example, this user here, that's a variable. So depending on what information you're wanting the bot to tell you, depends on what this information is that you give it. Most all of these bots have similar dialect in the way that you would need to write things out for it to work for your commands. But sometimes they're a little bit different. So that's something you definitely want to check into, whichever bot you choose to use. Nightbot and Stream Elements are almost identical in the way that they function when it comes to commands. Your giveaways you can set up here. I've never used this feature. I don't know exactly how it works, but you can set them up here. Your logs is basically your chat log. Anything that happens in your chat gets posted here. You can see it. You can go back through and look at it, all that kind of stuff. That's all right there. You can set your regulars up with the bot here, the username of the Twitch user. You want to be recognized as a regular to the bot when it comes to using specific commands. That's where you would set that up at. Song requests I haven't used. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Oh, this works through SoundCloud. Okay. I don't have that enabled, but it's here. That's an option that you have there. Your moderator settings, turn it off, turn it all off. This is all your spam filters. Blacklisted words and phrases, that's your choice. If you want to, you know, allow or ban certain words, that's where you would edit that. Excessive caps filter, excessive emotes filter, banning links, excessive symbols, repeated messages. This is all the filters that make the bot yell at you and go, hey, stop doing that. Sometimes they, depending on your moderation settings, sometimes it times people out, sometimes it will ban them or whatever. I would just turn all these off, frankly, because the point of Twitch is to interact via your chat, and sometimes the way people interact is a little bit spammy, and that's okay, especially with, you know, the excess emotes and the symbols. Symbols is basically like your emojis on your keyboard on your phone. That's what it recognizes as symbols. So that kind of stuff I would turn off. It does get very disheartening to see when you're constantly getting banned for, I put one too many emotes in your chat. It's very annoying. Timers. Timers are your timed messages. This is reoccurring messages that will pop up throughout your channel while you're live. Some of them, like mine, I have one that's an affirmation timer that says, you know, hey, you're welcome here, you're loved, you're seen, you're valued, don't forget, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. This is where you would set that up. What do you want it to say? What kind of a timer is this for? You know, your social links. Is this a reminder for, you know, following or subscribing to the channel? What you want the message to say? How often you want the message to post in your channel? I don't recommend putting this any lower than 30-minute intervals because it will spam the shit out of your chat. And especially if it's one of those slower days where there's not really a whole lot of yapping going on in chat, all you're going to see is Nightbot just yapping at itself. The advanced setting, this is kind of telling it when to trigger. Uh, 2 lines meaning 2 messages. You can up that. I usually have mine set for about 10 lines, 10 messages before it starts the timer. So there has to be 10 chat messages in chat for it to say, hey, this is the message. And then after it sends that first message, it will roll based off of the interval in minutes. And it'll just repeat on the time after that, but it has to have that 10 messages prior before it triggers this the first time. Integrating this with Discord for your modding needs, bot needs on Discord. I don't use Nightbot for Discord, so that's not really anything you really need to worry about, unless you have your own Discord server. That's not really anything you need. But yeah, that's the basics of Nightbot. Pretty much every other bot is similar in most, if not all, aspects. We'll go check out Stream Elements right now. Some of these have a little bit more features. Again, your dashboard is going to be where all of your stats and analytics are. Stream Elements also works as a overlay system and stuff like through OBS, which is why you have your quick settings here. Again, you can pull this back as far as you like. August 2024, April 2024, it brings up all that information for you. Very easy. Your activity feed, again, this is what happens, this is what goes on in your stream. This person followed, this person followed, this person rated, that kind of thing. This just gives you kind of a rundown of your recent events in stream. Revenue history. This is, I believe, tips. Top tippers cheer lists. These are people that have donated bits to the channel. Sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. Streaming tools. They have overlays you can make and create yourself here. They have ones that are pre-made that you can use. This is very helpful if you're not super tech savvy in that sense for when it comes to digital art. There's a lot of options on here. Let's get down to the chatbot. So the commands, again, very similar. Their default commands have a lot more because you can do a lot more. Like the 8-ball command, obviously Nightbot doesn't have that. You would have to like hand write something in there for it to do what this does. Accept a duel, your account age, bet on a contest, all of that. These are all default commands that come with the bot, which is obviously a lot more extensive than just Nightbot, which is really nice. Custom commands, same thing. You would come in here and set this up the same way as Nightbot. You know, what do you want the command name to be? What do you want the bot to do in response to this command? It can mention somebody, reply, whisper. Again, this is a little bit more advanced, but very similar to Nightbot. And your response type here, obviously. This one supports variables. You click on that, it tells you, hey, this is how, you know, the variables look. This is how they work. This is what you need to use for whatever. And it'll break that all down for you. Very easy. This one again has timers, counters. So you have commands that count certain things that happen on your stream, whether it be you dying or you getting a win or things like that. This also has the spam filters. I, again, have these all turned off because that's annoying to me as a viewer to get spam filter botted. It's very obnoxious. Your banned words. Again, moderation settings. All of that is here. Like I said, this is very similar to Nightbot. There's just a lot more you can do with it here. The other bots there are right now is Streamlabs and Wisebot. Again, they both have a lot of the same features. Each bot has its own language, like I said, its own dialect to code your commands for the chatbot, but they're all pretty much the same. The bot I use currently is this one. It's called Mix It Up. All of the other bots I use, I was showing you before, those are all kind of third-party bots. They run off of a server somewhere. All of your information that you plug into that website is stored on a server somewhere, and you just kind of have to hope that their servers don't go down, otherwise your bot won't work. Whereas Mix It Up is a PC application. Everything is stored locally on your hard drive. You do, if you're a console streamer, you do need a laptop or a computer of some kind to run this software for your stream. But it has all of these functions that all of these other bots have. It's completely free to use. There is not a single thing behind a paywall. And while it can look a little bit daunting to set up, it's actually very simple, very easy. If this thing would ever log in, sometimes it'd be taking a minute. Okay, here we go, logged in. Again, this one's really pretty easy. This automatically brings you to your chat. Obviously I don't have anybody in my chat right now, other than myself. There you go, pops up my little chat up there. Hamburger menu. This is where you will find all of the things that you need. Mix It Up Online will take you to their website. One of my favorite things about this bot is that no matter what you're doing, there's always this little question mark button. You click that and it will take you to their page where you can find the information that you're looking for. Actually, let me just let me minimize this. So say we're looking at commands. We're looking to set up a command, brand new command. Okay, you're gonna name your command. Mine are already segmented into groups here. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I'm just an OCD nerd. That's fine. The trigger, that's going to be the chat command, you know, exclamation point uppies. That was the one we put in over on Nightbot. You don't have to add the exclamation point here. It is automatically added to the command. So just whatever word or phrase that you want to trigger that command is what you're going to put there. These are all your settings, user requirements, you know, what streaming platform, all, what user role, what role, user, follower, regular, subscriber, all that stuff. That's the same settings. Those are all your security settings for this particular command. Next thing you're going to want to do is add an action. What do you want it to do? What do you want the bot to do when you type in that little trigger word, right? Do you want it to send a chat message? Do you want it to run another command, a separate command? You know, do you want it to do a Discord action? All of that stuff is here. Some of it has been a little confusing for me to learn, and a lot of it I don't really use or need, but it's there. The information is there. You can add sounds. You can add, you know, overlay images. You can have it change, you know, a setting in your stream. However you want this to be set up, you can set that up. For now, we'll just go with a chat message. And then you hit the little plus button. This is going to automatically send it as you, as the streamer. And again, here you have this little help me button. What are we doing? We're doing a chat action, and here you go. This is what the chat action does. This is what the bot's going to do when you have it set up properly. All of that fun stuff. It gives you all that information here. There's little tabs on the side here. It walks you through every single action that you can set up, how it works, what it does. All of that stuff is right here. It's very easy. This bot is super duper versatile. Say we don't want that. Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't want the chat message. Say we want to add something to a counter. I have plenty of counters here. If you don't have one set up already, you can just type a name in here. It will automatically create one for you. So, you know, hug counter. We're adding something to the hug counter. We're going to update it by 1, you know, +1. And that would, you know, when I run this command, it's going to add a count to this counter. So that kind of stuff, again, all super easy to set up. They do also have pre-made commands. By default, they are set to certain permissions depending on what the command is. You can go in and turn them on, turn them off, change who you want to be able to access them. There's plenty here. You can do, you know, events and timers. Events is like, hey, I got raided. You know, somebody on Twitch followed my channel. When somebody follows my channel, my bot responds with, hey, thanks for the follow. Happy to have you here. Welcome in, you know, that kind of stuff. And this comes in handy for like maybe when you're a little bit locked in and you didn't notice right away that somebody followed you, or your stream alerts are a little bit delayed and the sound didn't play right off rip, but hey, it's in the chat right away. It's there. Same thing with the raid. Hey, this person came in, they raided me. Here's a little spiel about myself. Welcome in. My name's Trash Panda. Blah, blah, blah. You can do all of that kind of stuff with this bot, and it's, again, super versatile, completely free, very easy to set up. If this is something you're interested in using for your stream and you want some help setting it up, or maybe a little bit more of a one-on-one kind of thing, I'm more than happy to walk you guys through that. That's totally fine. But yeah, for the most part, again, you have a wider variety of things you can do with this bot. Giveaways, game queues, all of that kind of stuff. You know, specific messages for bit donations, subscriber donations, all of that stuff plays in here. And it is very expansive, so it's not something I really want to go over in a video. If it's something you're interested in setting up, I would love to do a one-on-one and be a little bit more thorough in detail with that. But yeah, that's it. There you go. All of the bots. Sorry, I have everything pinned up here. It just makes my life easier because I use a different bot for different things, and there's a lot of options here. So all of the bots, like I said, you have Streamlab, WiseBot, Stream Elements, Nightbot. These are your typically most used chat bots for streamers. There are other ones like Frosty Tools or Firebot that are kind of AI driven. Again, those are simple to set up, but a lot of things are behind a paywall if that's something you're interested in looking into. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and if you need anything, let me know.